Hey guys, you're listening to SoundBytes with Bill, Chris, and Jen, covering everything from the Jersey music scene. Hey, this is Bill.
What's up? It's Chris.
I'm a Jennifer.
It's been a while, but we're happy to be back.
Yeah, man, it's been about like 2 weeks, but
2 weeks.
yeah, we're glad to be back, and we're gonna hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, we have a special show for you guys tonight, and an in-person interview with the band The Flying Circus, who we featured a couple episodes ago. So I hope you guys enjoy. So I went to Timeout a couple weeks ago. It was their last event on the 22nd. That's when The Flying Circus played.
That's
Right,
so sad.
right.
They had a bunch of bands there. When I got there, the band Us and Them, they are a Pink Floyd cover or a tribute band.
Right, and you said they were what, younger?
Yeah,
Okay.
the bass player, I believe she's 17.
Oh, dang.
So
Right.
most of the guys in that band, I think they're in their late teenage years,
Which is
early
awesome.
20s.
You know, being that young and starting like a tribute band or anything like that, it's just like that's good music to start off with.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
props to
they
'em.
were really good. We did take a couple pictures of them, but maybe eventually one of these days we can do an interview with them or something.
Yeah,
'cause
I hope to get them on.
they're awesome.
Definitely.
I spoke to Cheryl.
Right.
She runs
Yeah.
Timeout.
I've known her for almost like 8 years now, man.
Yeah, that's how long
was it
she said
Timeout?
Timeout's been around for.
Yeah,
About
I've
8
been
years.
going there. Yeah.
She was so cool, man. So
Definitely.
cool. I mean, it kind of broke my heart a little bit when her and I were talking because she was so sad for Timeout to
Right.
be
I saw
closing.
the interview too with you guys, and like I could tell, like I mean, I know the sound quality was a little bad, but like we saw the emotion from her, which you could tell, like she was definitely hurt from closing,
Yeah, yeah.
which that sucks.
She said Timeout, it's like her family. So everyone there that comes in there, that's always around, that plays, just her regular customers that show up, must be heartbreaking.
Definitely.
It would be heartbreaking for me,
Yeah.
Wherever she ends up, then we'll be there.
Yeah, no, I hope to support her no matter what. And I hear things that she's talking. She's like, we hope to be somewhere else. I saw in some of the videos people
Yeah.
are doing the live videos on Facebook. I was watching,
Yeah.
and she's like, I hope to be somewhere else. So I'm there. If wherever she goes, I'm going to try to support.
I wish her the best. I really do.
Definitely.
For what she does next.
Love you, Cheryl.
Also, the Flying Circus. So they were playing. And they gave us a shout out. Scott was in the beginning of their set. Scott, the drummer, remember we
Right.
had him on
Yep.
a couple episodes ago. He gave us a shout out. He got on the microphone. He's like, "Hey, give thanks to Bill. He's right there in the front. Sound
I
bites.
watched that, yeah.
It was awesome. And then towards the end of their set, I did not know this was going to happen. Their singer Mutt.
Yeah.
He points right at me. He's like, "Get the hell on stage.
Yeah, right.
Get up here." I was like, "What?" So I tapped my friend Alyssa, who's sitting right next to me. Thank you to her and Damien. They brought the video camera and
That's
the pictures and stuff. They took a bunch of footage. So I just want to give them a shout out real quick. But I tapped her on the leg and I was like, "Yo, get this on record. Get this on. I don't know what's gonna happen." So
Right.
she recorded me getting brought on stage with the Flying Circus,
Yep.
and I plugged in their show for the 28th at Nick's Roast Beef.
Which is awesome, man. I can't believe it. Like they're a support system us, and we're trying to support them. Which that's what we're trying to do.
All right, it was
All
awesome.
in it together.
Right.
So I'm just gonna play you guys real quick the little clip of me going on stage with them. Hope you guys enjoy.
Who interviewed Scott last week, you actually had something to say for more than 5 minutes to him.
I interviewed Scott on a podcast a couple weeks ago about the Flying Circus and the show tonight. They will be playing next week at Nick's Roast Beef in Philly, so definitely come check these guys out. Fucking awesome.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to switch up. We're not going to do the set list here. We're doing something else.
What cool guys.
Yeah, man, they are awesome, and I'm glad they got you up on stage, and they always seem
Dude,
to
I was
give us, like-
ecstatic. I honestly was not expecting that to happen.
right.
They're
right.
our friends now.
Yeah, they seem so cool.
You know what else was really awesome of them to do? 2 days after the show, so it was the 24th, Monday the 24th.
Right.
7 o'clock in the morning, dude. I woke up to a Facebook Messenger post from Scott, the drummer,
Yeah.
and he asked me how the interview went with Cheryl.
I told him that, for sound quality wise, it wasn't that great because it was so noisy there, which I didn't take into consideration when I did the interview. I was just so ecstatic that I was just ecstatic that she wanted to do the interview with us. And so he was like, oh man, that sucks. But then he's like, I know you were trying to get an interview with us, because I was going to try and interview the band after the show. And I never got a chance to do that because Donnie had to leave. So he surprised me and he was like, you want to come to our practice tonight? I was like, what?
Doing a hangout.
That's cool,
dude.
man.
Right? So I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. They invited me over to the house and I got to watch them practice. I got a couple pictures of them, playing. Before Donnie and Muck got there, I got a picture of Mike and Scott playing downstairs. But I got a in-person interview with them. You guys want to check that out?
Yeah, definitely,
Heck
man.
yeah.
We'll put that in.
All right.
Okay.
I'm Bill. I'm with the SoundBytes, and I'm interviewing Flying Circus. First off, I want to say thank you for having me over here to watch you guys practice.
Amen. Thanks for coming over.
First question I have for you guys, how long have you guys been a part of the Flying Circus as a whole?
Circus started about 6 years ago. We started out with a different guitarist, and him and I were jamming around, doing some stuff. And I came up with the idea, let's do some Led Zeppelin instead of we were going to do some Sabbath, but I couldn't do that. So we decided to do some Led Zeppelin. The drummer we had was not a bad guy, but we went to rehearsal one night, and at his house we rehearsed there, but he didn't show up for rehearsal at his house. So we decided to move on. The first person I thought of for one of the people during this I was thinking of was Mr. Donnie Rocket over there. We're playing bass because Donnie played keys and he played bass, and I'd worked with the man before, and it's a pleasure to work with. Easygoing, mental patient kind of thing, which I
just got out.
Yeah, I'm good with them. And then Scott. I thought I'd worked with Scott before in the Queensrÿche project. We've known each other for a while, and we decided. I asked him to be in it, and it was a little iffy, both of them in the beginning, but it worked out well. We came over here, had our first practice. We played 4-6 was our very first song, and it clicked. It just really clicked. It was almost a feeling of like Led Zeppelin had that feeling when they played Train Kept a Rolling for the first time. Jimmy Page, they all just knew that it was going to work. Me personally, I just had the feeling this was going to work, and so far it has. It's been a pleasure. Anybody else?
And then we picked up this guy.
Yeah, please.
We picked up that guy. What?
About a year after.
4 years ago.
I think it's 4 years, yeah. I answered an ad on Facebook that Donnie posted, and I'd never met any of these guys before. And Zeppelin being my favorite band of all time, like, let me check these out. I watch a video, I'm like, okay, these guys sound pretty damn good. I contacted Donnie, gave me the lowdown. I went to his open mic to try out, and it was just magic right away. We just played 3 songs: The Rover, The Ocean, and Heartbreaker, and Live and Love and Me. So I got 4 songs in. See?
Yeah,
You told me three songs at the open mic, but Heartbreaker, Live and Love and Me.
Right,
I got 4 in there.
The segue.
So it just seemed like it was magical for me. So it just worked out.
I could.
Worked out
To
great.
me, I could tell that this was our guy. Again, like you said, we never met each other, and we had a bunch of people try out, and they were all great and everything, but it just
Heavy hitters.
it just wasn't. It just something wasn't there, and I knew that Mike would work with us, and I knew he would work really hard at this, and he did. Within, I think our first practice was like 20-some songs he already had down, so it was just kind of like right. It's like we never really lost anything. We were right back. So which worked out well.
And not only that, but Mike was our very last tryout. He was the very last guy that we tried out. 'Cause
Well,
we
you
were at-
stopped trying them out. once
Yeah,
you
we were at
found
wit's
one.
end. We were like, there ain't nobody going to fill this.
Yeah.
If people here, we would the timeouts and have rehearsals at timeout, live. People came up live, and that's where he played with us live at timeouts.
That's awesome. I saw you guys over at Timeout a few days ago. You guys did amazing. Thank you again for bringing me on the stage so I could do it
Pleasure.
close
Yeah,
to the
man.
next show.
Timeout's closed, by the way.
Yeah, that's
We did the last rock day there, and they had a disco band there yesterday. Yeah, it's been a while, but they're out of business, so we're looking for a new South Jersey place to play.
What did you guys think about that event that you guys played?
It's a lot of our friends. I mean, all those guys. I mean, I don't know all those bands, but the kids, us and them, the Pink Floyd tribute.
Love 'em.
They were good. I didn't get a chance to see them.
For
Yeah.
just because they're young and they're bringing it back, man. Young supporting musicians is something that I've been, and they're playing stuff from my time period.
Yeah.
They were really good. I love that.
It's
new
funny
generation.
because Mutt and I were talking and we're going, man, these kids get it, and they're not high.
Dude, if a young Led Zeppelin band comes out, we are fucked.
We're in trouble.
It better be
I mean,
good.
if a Jersey or Philly-based young Led Zeppelin troupe fucking comes out, we are, and they're okay. We're fucked.
Are you guys excited about the show coming up at Nick's Roast Beef? I know you were saying that you're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like more my ballpark. It's the first time in there. They have this really huge outdoor tent.
They got
We'll
4
have
of them.
full production. It should be a fun gig. 3 sets, so we're playing, all the hits plus some of the, the B-side type stuff that we really enjoy playing. So it should be a lot of fun.
And it's the circus under the big top. So,
That's
I mean,
at
how-
Nick's
how-
Woodhaven. It used to be Katie O'Donnell's.
Right.
Right near
Woodhaven Road.
Woodhaven
The
Road.
Franklin Middle
Franklin
Small.
Middle Small, right in the parking lot.
Going to have some monster sound. Huge rig coming out for the show.
Corey
Probably
Whack.
more than what we need, but it'll be a monster rig coming out, so it should sound great.
What time are you guys doing?
6 o'clock.
6?
6 to 10.
6 to 10.
4-hour set. That's awesome.
Yeah. We'll probably do 50-minute
Yeah,
sets.
3 50-minute sets.
That's awesome.
And then I got to play soccer mom and round up the troops when it's time to go back on stage.
Yeah, it's not
It's
easy.
like, come here. So I spend
I
most
never
of my
hide.
break. Yeah, I spend most of my break trying to
Donnie!
find the guy.
Little social butterfly over there,
Yeah.
Mr. Rocket.
He disappears.
Do you have any other shows lined up after the one coming up on Friday?
Yeah, actually, we have a private party in June, and then we have another show in July 17th at Sweeney's in Northeast Philly. Sweeney's is always a great place, indoor event. It might be outdoors actually if the weather is permitting. Who knows? Who knows how they're going to do it?
Sweeney's outside. You familiar with Sweeney's at all?
Yeah.
Outside, you're right in front of the building, playing to the empty Wawa.
I don't know why they don't
Yeah,
play on
yeah.
the other side of the parking lot with
I
it.
guess they figure because of the parking, but there's still plenty of room to park. But
But we more than likely will be indoors. But I mean, last year we played outdoors and had a really nice crowd there for that.
we kind of mellowed last year because of COVID, obvious
Yeah.
reasons. And one of the things that we thought of, people were wanting us to play, but the responsibility I think that we thought of and we all agreed on it. Maybe we shouldn't have a show because we're dragging people out, to do this. So, now with the restrictions in Jersey, it's 100% now.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing. Truthfully, I thought it was going to take another year before
We got back in the theater.
we were going to get back to what it is right now. It's not saying that's not going to change soon again, but still, which is good for us. And it was good to be responsible enough to think about the fans. We'd all be heartbroken if somebody
Yeah.
got sick at one of our gigs, and,
Oh yeah, there's a
and
lot
like
of those.
something actually happened horrible. I mean, that would just be so. It was just kind of and a lot of the bands, a lot of Jersey bands did the same thing. Took our cue for and kind of mellowed out a little bit. There's plenty of time we can play, and we did some stuff online, and made some stuff like we all recorded with a computer. He recorded his drums on a laptop here, or a notebook. He did his guitar tracks with his girlfriend, filming them at home with his phone.
Yeah, on an iPhone.
An iPhone. He had come over to my place and kind of we cheated with him a little bit, but still he had some big. But what I'm getting at was we did everything from home with kind of shitty tracks, and it was no quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
video
it
no
came
quarter,
out
and it was
pretty good.
it was the 2 phones, and mine was real because I was doing it, but just to keep us alive and seeing stupid stuff, and of course I make that stupid video stuff, clone crap. So just to keep everybody.
Well, Donnie Rocket behind the music, I made that famous.
Yeah, he's very well known. I mean, he used to be a composer and a pianist player in Vegas. His actually real name is Abner Christ Thaddeus Pucklechurch.
We don't spread that around.
No.
We just call you Mr. Pucklechurch?
Yeah.
Mr. Buffalo Church is fine. I taught Sunday school too.
That's believable.
I did. But we also like to consider everybody talking about the COVID thing. We like to consider everybody that comes out to see us, friends and family. And there's a lot of family. Not blood relatives, not necessarily, but you know, a lot of people that are very close to the band that we consider our family. So we don't, you know, we played a New Year's Eve gig and we were like, yeah, you know what, man, we're escaping this ourselves. We're getting around it. And we just looked at each other and said, you know what, man, we better back off for a while. So we got out of it for about 3 or 4 months, and then we came back.
But we still practiced.
Yeah. There's been, there was a show that we had during the COVID that was like a stepping stone for us, that I felt like was a stepping stone. It was like we hit some kind of, we hit another level or another street, or what do you want to call it. But when you got done the song, usually if you've been playing for a long time like we have, you get done the song, sometimes it's just like, yay, great, you know, and people are on their phones and they're, you don't get a scream, you know. Well, all of a sudden at a show, every time we got done, it was really loud. Like, you know, like when the band stops a song and it's real quiet and they clap real quick, and then it's like, it seems awkward when you're on stage and the band's not playing. But in this particular case, we actually got to stop the song, maybe tune or do something, kind of look around, and they were still clapping. And it was this undertone of that big crowd, and they just clapped, they were dancing, they were moving. It's like something happened last year during the COVID that that sparked this band. I mean, the crowd. We got people coming from New York, Florida, coming up. No, the Florida they came at one time, but we have some people that are coming from New York. You know, when we play every time, it's like
friends.
that's incredible. From New York. I mean, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. I don't have my little person here to tell me names, but. Thank you for coming down. The fans have really been great, and you know, we got people in the United Kingdom, we got Puerto Rico, we got fans that are because of Facebook. You know, that it's just so surprising. You know, they never saw us before, but they're seeing the crap that we do on the videos and stuff. But it feels so good. Like this year has been. I know it's been a dull and a bad year, but it really. I think us not doing stuff and doing some video work and showing the goofy side and showing that, you know, it's a band. It's not, you know, it's for fun. We do this because we love Led Zeppelin. We all love Led Zeppelin. You know, how many times have you stayed home high watching, you know, listening to Led Zeppelin? You know, Elio's Pizza and I Dream of Jeannie and Physical Graffiti on playing. That was like a big thing for me. So we love doing it. We love that the fans have been great, and I feel like there's something that's happened this past year that. You know, that we're ready to, and I'm hoping that promoters and since it's this, you know, this is lifting, this COVID's lifting, that we can get started and get some big shows and hit more people and hit some more states. We're basically Philadelphia, Delaware, and New Jersey is Tri-County. We want to do New York, but we don't have any contacts. So if you're watching this, we want to come up north, and we want to do Washington. You know, Baltimore, if that's still a scene, I'm not sure. It used to be a great rock and roll scene back then. Thrilled, and again, thank you to the fans.
Yeah, it was funny. He mentioned that, you know, that there was a lot of people cheering at the one place, as opposed to a summer gig that we did a couple of years ago. We were very familiar, a couple of us in the band were very familiar about playing parties for bikers. And there was a particular biker club that we played for, and we walked in there saying, now listen, don't expect to get round of applause. After you get done, you're going to hear crickets. Nobody's going to come up and be like, yeah, man, that was great, because, you know, everybody else is going to be like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So after we get done playing a song, Mutt would go over to the microphone and say, please don't rush the stage.
You can't
Stay
really
in
help
your
it.
seats.
You know, they're bikers, I mean, but we've all had affiliation with these guys for a real long time, you know, and they're a great bunch of guys. You know, they might look a little scary, but they're still a nice bunch of guys, and we've always played for them. They respected us, we respected them. But it's true, they don't respond. you know, you get done the song, and it's like maybe the best version, and the band's all looking at you, just like, Jesus Christ, that was great, and they're, you know, standing there like looking at you like,
Yeah, what's next?
but what happens though at the end of the show when you're packing up and you're out of there, they all come up and they'll, you know, give you,
Oh, yeah.
but, it's great, you know, they're interesting gigs, you know, people are a little taken back by those guys, but they're just like you know, they just.
Yeah, don't believe the hype.
Yeah, you know, don't screw with them. But they're just like you and I, so.
That's awesome, man. Just want to thank you guys, you know, for taking the time to let me, you know, come on and interview you guys. Again, having
Thank
me
you.
here to come see you guys practice. Again, I appreciate you guys giving me a shout out at your show the other day. Me and the SoundBytes crew. That meant a lot to us. I look forward to seeing what you guys have, you know, in the future.
Cool. Come
Definitely.
back anytime. Do a little some story on us again. Don, you'll do the talking next time.
All right, cool.
Well, thanks, Bill.
Peace.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice getting to know these guys. I'm glad you interviewed them, and it's definitely it's a plus having on our show now.
Yeah,
I
man.
like their vibe.
Donnie remembers you.
Yeah, dude, I met Donnie at Rock and Stone in Paulsboro back that was like 8 years ago when I was meeting everybody in the scene, man. Everybody was super nice. They always took you under and they would talk to you. And it's just like seeing them now. I mean, this is almost 10 years later, man. And it's like seeing them now, they're killing it. They're doing good.
Right after the interview, I was talking to Donnie, and he was like, "Who are the other members in your crew?" He's like, "I haven't seen them yet." And I was like, "No, unfortunately, they weren't able to make it." And I'm telling him, it was you, and he was like, "Chris,
Yeah.
Chris, Robinson." And I was like, yeah. He's like,
he knew my
I know
brother.
him.
he knew my brother. They worked at the postal service together. So it's just it's how small this world is, man. And the music scene, it only gets smaller. So it's like, I love it. I love being a part of it.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. At the end of the show, we have an awesome live recording of their song Kashmir.
Right.
That they played.
Great song, too. It's my dad's favorite song, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an awesome Led Zeppelin song. That whole night was amazing. They played a lot of great Led Zeppelin songs, a few that I never even heard of because, that's what they play, is everything in, Led Zeppelin. But yeah, we'll
great.
play that Kashmir song for you guys.
Yay.
You gotta excuse John. John's Jewish, so it takes him a little understanding. You good? very much. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Cheryl and Bob. Cheryl and Bob, thank you so much. Wherever you guys are at, I know you're busy. Cheryl, oh my God. She is, I don't know if you know, but my God, is she a worker. Constantly going. Give it up for Cheryl, come on. You know her. You know her louder. Come on, louder, man. You know her. Give it up for her. And Bob, thank you so very much, man. Stand in line.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a quick picture. Last time at Timeout, you get a quick shot. These guys have rocked this house for years. Put your hands together. Flying Circus, come on, show your love. Nobody does, man. Nobody does it better.
Wait. All right, can I get the circus without Marty?
Circus.
So I just want to give a quick shout out to the Flying Circus. Thanks again for having me over for that interview. Thanks again for giving us a shout out on stage, bringing me on the stage. And that song Kashmir, you guys killed it.
Yeah, man, you guys rock. If anybody wants to check them out, look them up on Facebook, man. Flying Circus, they're a great band. If you love Led Zeppelin like we do, definitely check them out.
Also on Saturday, June 5th in Philly, between 12 p.m. and 6, at the Voltage Lounge, they're gonna have a merch pop-up sidewalk sale. COVID hit them pretty hard too, just like Timeout, but there is a chance to try and save the Voltage Lounge, and I've played there before.
Yeah, it's a great venue. I mean, we're in Jersey, but still, Philadelphia, man, it's right there. And if you're trying to get your band out there, that was a place to play. I played there it was almost 8 years ago.
It was 8 years ago for me. September 28, 2013. My band Hush. We played our first show at the Voltage Lounge. So that place definitely,
We'd hate to see it go, So
Exactly.
if anybody's out there trying to help out venues, this is one place you should probably go check out.
Also, I handed out the stickers.
Yeah, dude, we got stickers 2 weeks ago or something, and yeah, you definitely got to hand them out, which was good.
Yeah, so I handed some stickers out at Timeout. Last weekend, I was at a party. My buddy Mark, give a quick shout out to him. He had a huge memorial / birthday party that he had a bunch of bands and artists, in the New Jersey local scene that he's friends with come over and jam in his backyard, and I was able to hand out some stickers to anyone that showed up. So
yeah,
that was awesome.
That's the thing. We're trying to put our name out there too. So if there's any local shows coming up that we're gonna mention, maybe check them out, and we could be there. And we got a few more, and we're gonna get more. Eventually, we want to do a little bit more merch just to show our support to New Jersey local music scene, man.
And like I mentioned before, man, I would love to get some SoundByte thongs. You know what I mean?
Right.
If not, maybe we'll get some hoodies by fall. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just want to thank everybody who's listening today. You can check out the episode. Don't forget, we're on YouTube now, so you can come check us out, New Jersey SoundBytes. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We have the first 3 episodes up, including this one, which we're going to post up in the introduction video. So,
yeah, so check us out, and hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I'm Bill.
I'm Chris.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks, guys.